You already know what the fuck going on. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. But today, I'm finna tell y'all a story about when my son was in the hospital for the first motherfucking time, like ever. Okay, for one, my son is 2. He'll be 3 in November. My son don't get sick or nothing, but he was a preemie, but he don't get sick or nothing. So the first week of June, I want to say, I had went to Atlanta. No, not the first week of June. In July, I had went to Atlanta or whatever, and I was gone for like a week doing a show or whatever. So I came back to Peoria, and I got my son. When I got him back, he just was being weird, like walking funny. He wasn't eating, wasn't drinking, just was being a weirdo. So I'm like, okay, let me call his doctor. I called his doctor, and he was like, you know, terrible twos, da-da-da. Kids act like this. As long as he's drinking, he's fine. So I'm like, okay, you know, you the doctor, you the one with the degree, not me. Yeah. Anyway, so time go by, and he just walking, like hunched over, and he had threw up once. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm finna take him to the hospital. So I take him to prompt care first, and prompt care said, you know, he's dehydrated, so he needs to go to the hospital, like right now. So they transferred us from the prompt care to OSF in an ambulance. And you know me, I'm scared as fuck, like scared as hell. And then I'm also like basically going through this alone because his dad in jail. So anyway, my mind is everywhere or whatever. Like my son, that's my world. Everybody know I don't play about him. But anyway, so we get to the hospital, and they immediately trying to brush us off. Like, they're not taking us serious at all. Like, they playing with my son's life at this point. So they try to send him home. They told me to give him Pedialyte and let him rest. He'll be fine. I'm like, So I requested a 23-hour observation or whatever. You can do that. If you don't know, now you know. But anyway, I requested a 23 observation, and I made them keep my son. Period. Plain blank. We don't play like that. But anyway, so they did some tests. Yada da da da. We went from sending him home to the 6th floor to the ICU real quick. So right now I'm scared. Like, this is just too much. Like, what the fuck? Like, y'all was just gonna send him home, and now we're in the ICU? How? But anyway, so the ICU people were saying like, they had to do surgery, and I'm like, surgery? The fuck the hell you do? But anyway, so we had to do surgery because they said his appendix ruptured. So I'm like, okay, do y'all shit. Like, get my baby right. So the whole time he in surgery, I'm just going through it like I'm scared. It took them an hour and 30 minutes. They came out. They said it was his appendix. It ruptured. They gave me pictures. And they said I could see him when he woke up. So I seen him. He was all kind of drowsy a little bit. So I'm like, okay, my son cool. You know, relief. So we were in the hospital for 2 weeks. They let him out of the hospital on August the 12th. On August the 17th, he went right back to the hospital. Hunched over once again, doing the same thing. So at this point, I'm like, what the fuck? You know? Like, clearly whatever y'all did didn't work. So then they had said that I guess they did the wrong surgery. Like, how do you do the wrong surgery? But anyway, so not right now I'm mad. I'm cussing the ass out. I'm pissed. So now they telling me they have to cut him open. Because the first time he didn't get cut open, they just put like a little scope thing in his belly button. So now they're at the point of saying they have to cut him open to even look inside to see what the fuck going on in my son's stomach. Like, shouldn't you do that the first time? Anyway, like, I'm pissed. So they do that surgery or whatever. He get out of it. And he better. Like, I'm seeing, you know, like a better Achilles or whatever. That time, we were in the hospital for like another 2 weeks. We got out August 28th. The moral of the story is y'all need to press these doctors. They were going to send my son home. Clearly, there was something wrong with him. Still to this day, they have no idea what was really wrong. They don't know. They call him a medical mystery. I just think they're medically retarded. But anyway, fuck OSF. You already know. All that shit. I don't care. But yeah, that's the story on how my son got the wrong surgery done. But yeah, y'all need to pay attention to these doctors. They do not care about black people or none of that. Like, y'all gotta stay woke. To be aware is to be alive. Like, for real. But anyway, go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, and just share my story.